Hello everyone, it's Jaco here again from Jesus to My Rescue Ministries and Outreach. Time again for our weekly motivational video message. Today I want to ask you, are you currently where you are in your life struggling financially? Are you maybe in a position where you've just lost your job and you don't know what you're going to do? You don't know where your next meal is going to come from. Maybe you're in a position where you're about to lose your job and you don't know what you're going to do. Maybe you have lost a loved one and you are struggling to deal with it. Maybe you are assisting somebody that's ill and it's really, really difficult on you and on your life. Maybe you yourself are dealing with illness and struggling to work through it. Whatever it is, we all on a daily basis deal with issues in our lives, and that's very difficult. Sometimes so hard that we look at it and we think for ourselves, but where is God in this? Today I want to tell you and I want to encourage you that whatever challenge life throws at you and whatever you are facing today and whatever the enemy is throwing at you, I want you to use these words. But God. You see, we have a powerful God. No matter what situation that we're in, we are not in it alone. God is with us and He carries us through it. No matter how hard it is and no matter what it is that we're dealing with. I'm going to read to you quickly a few different verses about God. Genesis 50 verse 20, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Psalm 49:15, but God will redeem my life from the grave. Psalm 73 verse 26, my flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Matthew 19 verse 26, Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. John 1 verse 18, no one has ever seen God, but God, the one and only, who is at the Father's side, has made Him known. Acts 2 verse 24, but God raised Him from the dead, freeing Him from the agony of death, because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on Him. Acts 3 verse 15, you killed the author of life, but God raised Him from the dead. We are witnesses of this. Romans 5 verse 8, but God demonstrates His own love for us in this, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 9, eye has not seen nor ear heard the things which God has prepared for those who love Him, but God has revealed them to us through His Spirit. And 2 Timothy 2 verse 9, for which I am suffering even to the point of being chained like a criminal, but God's word is not chained. You see, my fellow Christians, brothers and sisters, today I'm encouraging you to make use of these words. And if we really go read in the Bible from Genesis all the way to the end, how many times in the word these words appear, but God. So whatever the enemy is throwing at you today, end your sentence with, but God. I am struggling, but God. I lost my job, but God. I am ill, but God. You see, in every situation, God is there and ready to save you. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.